If that era was today, do you feel like MJ could guard you?
Hell no.
Ant has made a habit of eliminating legends.
Swept KD in the Suns last year.
Oh, Edwards!
Beat Joker in 7th last year.
Edwards and shoots.
Got LeBron in the Lakers this year, Luka as well.
Drives inside on the slam!
Feel like Black Jesus.
Do you feel like there's anybody in the league who can guard you?
Nah.
How far do you think your Timberwolves can go this year now that you know your playoff path?
I think we can go real far, man. It's just this series right here. We got to get this series right here because they've been a tough task for us the entire season. So we come out and punch them in the mouth and get this series and keep it in our hands. We'll be all right.
In the mid-range, Anthony Edwards off glass. See, that's what you need now.
Book been the best two guard in the league for a minute. So this is the series that I wanted to showcase to the world that I'm the best player and the best two guard in the world.
Edwards around the double team. Got a look. Butter. Ant-Man in full effect.
Yeah. He's talking some trash to Durant.
Who's your GOAT?
My GOAT?
Your GOAT.
It's gonna sound crazy, but Kevin Durant. I've always been a fan, watching him play as a kid. He's the first 7-footer I've seen like putting the ball on the floor and scoring off the dribble, so I've always been a big fan.
Edwards wants to take him, elevates, and buries it.
I'm just in year 4, man. I think people forget that I'm 22. Like, I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just 22 in year 4. Still trying to figure out, like, my spots and where I like to go and what side of the court I like to be on. I still ain't figured that out yet.
Minnesota, hold serve as they head to Phoenix with a 2-0 series lead.
Why did you select number 5 as your jersey number?
My mom passed on January 5th and my grandma on July 5th. My birthday's on the 5th, my sister's birthday on the 5th. I mean, it's a lot of 5s going on around. People coming to me complaining about this, about that. I'm like, dude, hey, there's always a way. There's always a way. God got something better for you.
Yeah, my parents made sure I stayed in sports year round. It wasn't no walking around, going outside. Nah, it was, you got practice today, like 2-3 times. So when I turned 15, I knew I wanted to be an NBA player, and I just chased it.
Are you the best player in the draft class?
I feel like I am, yeah.
Yeah? What do you think separates you?
I feel like me on the defensive end. Like if I lock in every time on the defensive end, nobody's better than me in the draft. Of course, I feel like I can score the ball the best, pass, rebound, all type of stuff, but I feel like defense is gonna separate everybody in the draft.
So you feel like you deserve to be the number 1 pick?
Yeah.
What are the expectations of the number 1 pick?
I feel like you just come in and impact the game immediately. Like whatever team you go to, show them that you can win.
And you can win?
Yeah.
What makes you a winner?
My competitive nature. I always want to compete. I want to go against the best every time I step on the floor.
With the first pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Anthony Edwards from the University of Georgia.
Hey, this guy is playing off the charts. He's super athletic. He's playing like he belongs, and he's playing like he's a number 1 pick.
The combo of his size, strength, athleticism at this age obviously points that there's a lot to work with.
Anthony Edwards is nice too. Averages 16.8 points per game on the season as a 19-year-old rookie with not a lot of help around him.
If Anthony Edwards continues to grow, continues to get better, all of a sudden this starts looking like his team.
They were lucky that wasn't turned over. Anthony Edwards, that time he does finish with the exclamation point.
How confident are you that this is the year that you guys go to the NBA Finals?
Super confident. If everybody stays healthy, I think we're going to be a problem.
Who stands in your way?
Who stands in our way? Ourselves.
Into the paint, falling away and banking it in.
He galvanizes that team. They know he is the dude. He makes all these basketball plays, but his mentality, that's what makes him special. But when you have a dog, you got a chance.
Well, his ability to create shots for himself in a spectacular form. We admire the dunks, but his extraordinary ability is he can do the ordinary as well.
This is a guy who went for 40 tonight after scoring 9 in the first half, Kenny.
I told y'all yesterday, or day before yesterday, that I want to kill everything in front of me. So once I knew we had a chance to sweep them, and I mean, why we want to go back to Minnesota?
Turns and hits. He draws the big Jokic, and he cants it from the outside.
I mean, we know the recipe. They played hard tonight. It was very tough, but, I mean, big shout out to my teammates, man.
Denied! Met at the summit by Edwards. Edwards. Oh, Edwards! A signature slam!
I'm not gonna lie, I felt bad a little bit. Only because he's my favorite player of all time. I didn't want to send him home like that. You know what I mean? It happened, man. I felt bad. I felt bad.
Minnesota has never swept a series, but they have now.
They win a playoff series for the first time in 20 years.
Feel like Black Jesus. I saw the man in front of me, and I saw fear in his eyes, I guess. And that was all she wrote.
Ants on the feed, and Anthony Edwards showing that Ants can kill.
Your Wolves, they're currently the 7th seed in the Western Conference, and you've been a huge part of that.
A true definition of a generational talent. We know he got the skills, the athleticism, and everything, but guess what else he got? He got the swagger. He got everything that you want your franchise guy to be.
And the last time this team made the playoffs was in 2018, and you have to go back a couple of decades to find the last time the Wolves got out of the first round. So how confident are you that this team can not only get in, but get in and do a little bit of damage?
I'm super confident. I don't see no limit on us when we get to the playoffs. I feel like we can beat anybody. We can match up well with anybody. I feel like if I come in locked in every day, can't nobody stop us.
You got two young teams. The Grizzlies got a taste of the playoffs last year. They're playing a Minnesota Timberwolves team with a guy that, Anthony Edwards, he has been on a rocket ship. That team has really been impressive.
Edwards, the crossover, acceleration for the finish, plus the foul.
Anthony Edwards became the 3rd youngest player in NBA playoffs history to record a 35-point game, just a few weeks ahead of Magic Johnson. He was just the 4th 20-year-old to accomplish this feat.
I ain't never been in that type of environment, so I feel like that brought the best out of me in game 1.
And frankly, could have had this series closed out already.
Should have. They've blown 2 double-digit leads in the 4th quarter.
He led a 21-0 run in a playoff game and did not call a timeout. I'm just mad, man, because I hate bad coaching. And when your team is this young and dumb.
They're a high-variance team, and high-variance teams don't typically make long playoff runs.
The corner, Ant rises for the game-tying 3 and hits it with 3.7 seconds left.
They often play extremely exciting games, but they don't stick around very long, and that's what the Wolves are.
That won't go, and that'll do it. The Grizzlies do it again, and they move into the 2nd round for the first time in 7 years.
Where do you rank yourself currently in the league right now? Do you feel like you're one of the best players?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely Jokic is first, though. Yeah.
You think Jokic is the best player in the NBA?
I gotta give Jokic his flowers.
Caldwell Pope is on him a 3. Got it! Edwards fakes the 3. Penetrates inside with Murray defending. Edwards 3. Wow, he's got the stroke to start things off.
I think the Denver Nuggets are on the verge of getting swept. And I believe that the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to win the World Championship. I think they're going to win it all. I'm looking at Anthony Edwards.
Their shot clock at 5. Edwards working, leaning, spinning, shot, sticks it, man. Timeout, Denver. 39-39 for Edwards.
You've got to get a stop.
Edwards will knock it down court. Look at this, right to the rack.
But when you saw Jordan and you saw Kobe, that's what you're seeing right now. And that killer instinct.
Towns and Edwards both scored 27 points in the 106-80 win at Denver, giving the Wolves a 2-0 series lead. Minnesota is now 6-0 in the playoffs with Game 3 on Friday in Minneapolis.
Look at this. Here we go again. With another turnover. Edwards the other way.
And I always tell the team, like when we huddle up and Finchie say, we got to be ready to take their punch, I say, we're going to punch too. I mean, they're not the only one punching in the fight.
Timberwolves have gone up 2-0 in this series on the road against the defending champion Denver Nuggets.
Do you feel like there's anybody in the league who can guard you, like, consistently?
Nah, not at all. Just one-on-one basketball, I don't feel like nobody got a chance.
Anthony Edwards averaged career highs in just about everything last season. Points, rebounds, assists, field goal percentage, three-point percentage. That was after going for almost 25 points and 6 boards during his 3rd career season.
Edwards to the rim! Defying gravity!
Coming into this league, did you ever think that you would be in position to put a stamp on the NBA like some of the other greats I just mentioned?
Coming in, my confidence was there. I wasn't there yet. My head was there, but my body wasn't there. Now it's like, all right, I learned how to work. I know what shots I need to work on. I know what shots I'm gonna get. I know what team's gonna show me now. So it's like, now I just gotta make it happen.
Watching you, during the regular season, you've been terrific, but you go up another notch in the playoffs. How would you describe playoff basketball and how excited you get for those big moments?
I think I just live for those moments, man. I just know that's what I'm built for. I'm here for that. I wish we could skip to the playoffs. Yeah, I love that.
And he does! What a rejection from Anthony Edwards. Now Edwards running the break, Euros, and finishes!
There's going to be a next face of the NBA. Do you think of yourself in that way?
I never really think about it that way. I just go out there and try to compete every night at a high level. And if it comes, it comes. If it don't, it don't. I feel like as long as my team wins and the organization wins, we'll be all right.
It's pretty special with who he's becoming. To be ready at that age, at this stage, you putting him amongst the young stars he's gonna be competing with for the next 10, 15 years, and now he's becoming the alpha of them.
Looking for Edwards, finally gets it to him. Edwards launches, no, and Denver survives.
If you had been 100%, what would y'all have done last year against the now reigning defending champion Denver Nuggets?
I mean, to be honest, I'm a competitor, so I can't say what we would have did because I don't know. We lost to them. They wouldn't have won a championship, so shout out to them. But we trying to see them this year for sure.
If you've enjoyed not only this video, but also other stories from Sideline Films, consider becoming a channel member. Members get to vote on exclusive polls, receive early access to new videos, and much more. Check out more information in the description after the video, and become a Sideline Films member today.
Timberwolves have gone up 2-0 in this series on the road against the defending champion Denver Nuggets.
What did the Nuggets prove to you this weekend?
Well, they proved to me that I was wrong.
Court length, that's intercepted. Murray good at the goals. Got it! A big-time three!
And they come back, they win these 2 games. They now have all the momentum headed back their way. I have it going 7 games. I have Denver winning in 7.
Wilbon, where do you see the series now?
With Denver being firmly in control. I ain't betting they would lose 2 more games in the series, Tony. Minnesota, meanwhile, they're not inexperienced at this, but they're not champions. And the only person playing like he's on that trajectory is Anthony Edwards. It can't just be Ant-Man out there as a superhero.
Anthony Edwards, he continued just incredible 3rd 40-point game, but the margins for this team, they're just so thin. Look at this, right? When he was on the court, the Wolves actually won those minutes by 5. They lost the 2 minutes and 40 seconds with him on the bench by 13 points.
Oh, yeah. I just told his ass, that's what we love that. Keep talking that. That's what we like. Well, I love it, So, he ain't say nothing back, but I'm pretty sure he heard me. They heard me.
I will say this, Ant Edwards has the ability to win 2 games like this. I don't know if it's going to happen in 2024. It will happen someday. So, while it does look like Denver is in great control because of Van Edwards, I ain't giving anything up on it.
Edwards, what a move to the rack! And now a steal. This could be fun. Edwards to the rack!
And I think he's right up there in terms of his great talent, but it's not just because of his talent, Molly, it's because of his attitude. When you see that kind of stuff, that is an ingredient of greatness that's necessary, and I think he has it.
Game 7, I hit my first shot of the game. So usually when I hit my first shot of the game, it's gonna be a long night for the opponent. And that just wasn't how it went. It was a long night for me.
Murray tries to position it. The at 4 for Murray, 3.
Y'all stop trapping me, bro. Huh? Stop trapping me. We got you, bro.
So you're down 15 at the half, you're down 20 early in the third. How did you maintain some poise?
It was tough, man, because I couldn't find myself, my rhythm tonight. So I just had to trust my teammates, man. I just had to make the right play throughout the rest of the game, man.
I'm gonna get in my bag. It's all in. Might get in my bag.
Defensive Towns knocked away. Here we go. Edwards at the other end.
You know I'm gonna stay with it. You know I'm gonna stay with it.
Oh, there's a steal by Edwards. Here he comes, and there he goes.
I'm not just a guy who can score. I'm a guy who can go, whoever their best guard is, I can go lock him down. So I feel like I did that on Jamal.
Edwards, it's a 3. Good! It's stolen by Conley. He pickpockets Murray. He gets left to Reed. Corner, Edwards. Shoots. Timeout. That's it. The Timberwolves have knocked out the defending champion Denver Nuggets.
Early thoughts on playing the Mavs?
It's gonna be fun, man. You know, my matchup gonna be Kyrie, so that's gonna be fun. We're gonna see what I can do versus him.
My matchup is Kyrie.
Yeah, that was the best thing in the interview.
Yeah.
Was it a bad move for Ant to call out Kyrie?
Of course it was, without question.
Look at the speed of Irving to the rack.
I'm going to say the biggest reason the Mavs are up 3-0 is because of Anthony Edwards. Because you opened your mouth about Kyrie. You were talking about what you were going to do defensively. I got Kyrie. You got Kyrie and Luka averaging 60 to Ant-Man's and Cats like 37.
You know, it's a lot of our guys' first time being in this light, so especially me, it's my first time. So we'll be ready, man. We'll be all right. First time, took a loss. I wish we could still play. I wish we was going back to Dallas for Game 6. But those guys came out and they competed at a high level. And like I said, man, big shout out to them. But it's super fun, and I'm looking forward to being back right in this situation next year.
Who's left out there that you see and you like, nah, I got to get him. I got to cook this person?
I always try to do that versus LeBron, but it never goes as planned because they always double team me. So I always try to like cook LeBron because I know everybody, you know, he's the best.
That's the time to do it.
I think that's the main person who I try to cook.
Lakers have the second best odds in the West to win the title right now.
I like Minnesota. I think they don't match up very well with the Lakers.
Luka is the scarier matchup. Every time he goes up against Minnesota, he puts it on him.
Gets it back, pulls the 3, and it's wet.
I don't think I'm worried. I just don't see LeBron losing first series of this playoffs.
Drives inside on the slam. Oh, what a finish from Anthony Edwards.
I don't think Minnesota has enough to take.
Ant has to do so much of the scoring and playmaking, and he's going to have to bust his ass on the defensive end. I just think this is going to be an exhausting workload for him.
Three-pointer, puts it in. Anthony Edwards drills the huge 3 against Finney Smith. Step back, jump shot, got it! Anthony Edwards, another clutch shot. Minnesota right now back on top 2-1.
Because this is 2 straight possessions where Ant is going up to LeBron, putting his hands in his chest, and these 2 competitors going at one another.
Edwards, in and out and in again. Anthony Edwards comes right back with a big 3. Edwards, razzle-dazzle, inside, layup, banks it in! The Ant has come alive here in the second. It's a 1-point game.
I don't think they're going to have enough offense to keep up with the Lakers.
I think that the Lakers are a better team than the Wolves. I think the Lakers are going to beat the Timberwolves in 5 games. Edwards puts up a 3. It's good! The TWolves go up 3-1 in the series.
The Minnesota Timberwolves have beaten the Lakers 4-1. Terrific win for the Timberwolves, who finished winning 3 consecutive games.
They say Lakers in 5. And then look, when we was up 3-1, they said Lakers in 7. Hey, the good guy gonna die in this movie. Hey, the good guy.